dangerous killer and a top predator, the grizzly bear is admired by animal rights activists and hunters alike as an iconic species in British Columbia's wilderness. The spring grizzly bear hunt in parts of British Columbia opened this week, and so too has the debate about whether they should be hunted at all.
The most important thing for the average person in BC or in Canada to understand is that if there is a hunt, that means there's a surplus and the population is healthy. If there's no surplus, there's no hunt. It's that simple.
Here are the bare facts about grizzlies. They can weigh as much as 900 pounds, they stand just over 3 feet high at the shoulder, and they can hit top speeds of 55 kilometers an hour. In BC, the population is estimated at about 15,000 bears, and hunters kill on average between 250 and 300 bears a year. And non-residents pay, on average, $20,000 for the opportunity to hunt grizzly bears here.
You know, guide outfitters in the province employ about 2,000 to 2,500 cooks and wranglers and assistant guides to help facilitate the hunts, and these happen typically in rural communities, in shoulder seasons outside of the normal tourism season. Very valuable to those communities. A lot of those communities don't have other economic drivers going on, you know, so it's a very important part of you know, rural British Columbia's economy.
At the heart of this debate is an area that some people call the Great Bear Rainforest. It's about 600 kilometers up the coast that way, and it's there that almost all of the bear viewing companies operate. There is some limited grizzly bear hunting in the area as well, and critics of the hunt say it's unfair and potentially dangerous to allow bears to become accustomed to being shot at with cameras, only later then to be shot at by rifles. Now, opponents of the hunt also question the province's numbers as to just how many grizzly bears are in the province of British Columbia, and they also say in that region, the Great Bear Rainforest region, that bear viewing is 12 times more valuable to the economy than bear hunting in that region. And so that's why opponents of the hunt are eyeing that region to shut down the hunt first. Now, local First Nations in the area also oppose grizzly bear hunting and have banned it from their region. It's largely symbolic, though, since it's ultimately up to the province to decide who can hunt what species and where.
Well, we allow the hunt for two reasons. First of all, that we believe that our population estimates and the decisions that we make, which are based on sound science, reflect that sustainable level of population, and we recognize the value, the economic value that a hunt provides for British Columbia. It always has been a very polarized issue, and that's why, again, as I said, we manage it with such strict science.
The opposition to the hunt is visceral. Online, anti-hunters compare bear hunters to serial killers like Ted Bundy and Russell Williams. And Minnesota wild defenseman Clayton Stoner was raked over the coals last year for legally harvesting a bear along BC's coast. In response, Stoner issued a defiant statement saying, quote, "I applied for and received a grizzly bear hunting license through a British Columbia limited entry lottery last winter and shot a grizzly bear with my license while hunting with my father, uncle, and a friend in May. I love to hunt and fish and will continue to do so with my family and friends in British Columbia." BC's only Green Party MLA, Andrew Weaver, has become a recognizable face on the front to ban the hunt. Recently, Weaver told Sun News, "I don't call it a hunt, I call it a trophy kill, because we're not talking about hunting for food, we're talking about killing an iconic species just to take a head or some paws back home to tick something off the bucket list." While critics say it's the grizzly bear hunt in particular that they oppose, people in the industry say opposition to the grizzly bear hunt is part of a larger opposition to any and all hunting and outdoor activities more broadly.
And quite honestly, I call that the anti-everything group, and they're not just anti-bear hunting, but they're anti a bunch of any other resource extraction. Typically, doesn't matter what it is, and that's not what we stand for. We stand for sustainable use. So we want to make sure whether it's any natural resource, including wildlife, that we're managing it properly.
In Vancouver, I'm Bryn Weiss, and this has been a Sun News Special Report.